Hola, America. It's me again. Did you miss me? Probably not. I can't imagine anybody would watching these videos. They probably turn them off within a couple minutes going, who is this friggin' moron right here? Especially the people that know me. They're like, I can't even. It's probably cringeworthy. But anyways, here I am, doing it anyways. How's everybody taking this whole vacation that we're getting? I hope you're doing all right. At least just making it through, at the very least. Just making it through should just be the worst case scenario. Doing fantastic is obviously the best case scenario. But, you know, hope everybody's being creative. Lord knows I'm trying to be. I haven't done these videos. The last one I did that I put out, it was, I think, almost exactly a year to the day that I made my last video. That's pretty crazy. A lot of fucking shit changes in a year. Oh, that reminds me too. YouTube's telling me that I gotta tell people that, you know, I swear and stuff in it. And rather than me not swear, you know, kids, stay away. I'm gonna tell you right now, I use foul language and I'm not gonna apologize for it. But they've been telling me to let YouTube know, and I don't know how to. So I just put it in my thing that there's explicit language. Not that the kids don't use it when the parents aren't around anyways. Lord knows I did when I was a kid. How about that friggin' storm the other day, man, huh? I don't know where you guys live or where you live, but where I live, that shit came through like a bullet. I was outside cleaning the car, all happy. I'm like, woohoo, it's almost like summertime. It was freaking 73 degrees outside, 73 or 74. Man, I'll tell you, I looked at the radar. I'm like, oh yeah, it's coming. Next thing you know, my phone's going, meh, 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 meh. I was like, uh-oh, this isn't good. And it did it like 3 times, and next thing you know, I'm like, well, maybe I should be packing all my shit up and heading inside. So that's what I did. And lucky for me, someone's cruising down the street with a portable speaker in their car. Blasting music. I wish I could tell what it is. Hey, watch In a Mile, Crocodile. That shit came through. It was hailing and everything, man. My dog was sleeping on her little bed with her face right up against our black glass patio door. She's right there. Her face is like just like this. And she just like laying there. She opened her eyes. Oh. And just went right back to sleep. Could care less. And we're all like, woo, whoa, oh boy. This is crazy. Because we all know, for some reason, man, this area doesn't really get a lot of bad thunderstorms. And from what I understood, here's Doug's facts of the week. His weather fact of the week. The same situation that gives our area lake effect snow, that lake breeze, that breeze coming across the lake waters, is the same thing that stabilizes our air and neutralizes thunderstorms before they even get here. Did you know that? You can look that up. I'd say that I'm right. The strangest things you see, like just now, look at me, I'm friggin' driving around, you know, talking to a telephone, and see some lady with a handheld speaker blasting music out of there. The other day, me and Dre were on a walk. So we're cruising down, you know, just doing our little high-stepping, tip-tapping, soft-shoeing walk down the street. Oh, look, someone put skeletons on their lawnmowers, and they faced them back and forth to each other. I wish you could see this stuff, I'll tell you. I wonder if I could flip the stuff around. This is all stuff that I need to learn. Anyways, so we're walking down the street, soft shoeing, tap dancing, and there's this woman sitting on her porch. She's an elderly woman, and she's just sitting there, and she has, let's say, what we thought at that time was an object in her hand. Wasn't sure what it is. And as we got closer, there was a question. Is that a cat? Is she petting a cat? Is she brushing that cat? Because you see fur. No, she's not brushing a cat. She's not petting a cat. She had killed a duck. Okay, now a mallard duck. One of the ones with the green shiny head and all that stuff, I think that's a male. She had this duck in her hand by the neck, like this. It was drooped over her hand like she just snapped this duck's neck, like probably within 2 seconds of us showing up. And she is proceeding to rip the feathers out of this duck. And I turn to Dre, I go, don't look over there. This woman was defeathering a duck with her own hands that she had killed. I guess I'm assuming that she killed this duck. But the reason why I'm going to assume that she killed this duck is because imagine yourself outside. Say you go for a nice little stroll down by some water where ducks are, okay? And even if you have bread in your hand, ready to just, come here little guy, have some bread. If they get enough guts to come over to you and start taking bread like from around your feet or something, I will bet you $1,000 that everybody that is watching this video will not be able to go reach down real quick and snag a duck by its neck. I bet you won't. I could be wrong. You might be some quick ass dudes out there and ladies out there that I just don't know about, but chances are you're not snatching up a duck by its neck. But she had this duck. Did she have a trap? Did she have a little gun? Who knows? And to be honest with you, I really don't want to know how she friggin' killed this duck. I really don't. That would probably just add way too much to the story that I just simply don't want to know about. So anyways, she has this duck and she's looking at us because we saw her and she's kind of looking at us like, what the fuck are you looking at? She started talking something. I turned around. She's looking right at us like maybe we caught her doing something she's not supposed to be doing. I don't know. What's she gonna do with this duck? Eat it? We should go knock on her door and just so they open up the door, go, oh, I'm sorry, wrong house, and see if she has all these plaques with stuffed dead ducks all over the wall, like deer heads and all that other stuff that hunters do. She's probably got a fowl farm in there or something. I don't know. Either that or she was thinking that because of this whole COVID thing, she ain't gonna get no food, so now she's gonna start resorting to killing wild animals out in the city. Even if you eat ducks, I don't even know if you eat ducks like that. Is that the type of duck you eat? If you go hunting for duck, or you go to a restaurant, you're like, I'll take the duck today. That sounds good. Is it a mallard like you see swimming down the freaking creek in your backyard? Or wherever, in a little pond like at Delaware Park or something? But I don't think I ever want to eat duck. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that for sure. But there she was, and it was crazy. And the crazy things you see when you're out on walks, or even if you stand on the corner and just be a nosy neighbor like I am, which I don't consider myself a nosy neighbor. I just like to know what the hell's going down in my neighborhood, that's all. You stand on your corner every day for a little while. Just say every day or a couple days a week. Stand on the corner or stand out in your driveway and just look around for 10 minutes. Just watch every car that goes by, every person that walks down the street. Look at people's houses. You might, hey, Jim across the street, his chimney is falling apart. I wonder if he knows that. You never know. The next time that friggin', I didn't see that before, and now the next time you see Jim, you're like, hey Jim, I noticed there's bricks falling off your chimney, huh? And if he's like, really? You just helped Jim. So I say that's being a good neighbor. That's what I see. But my buddy Ken was going to watch this video and critique it because he is my own worst critic. He was telling me about this band that was from the 80s, and I could not guess their name, and it was chick singers, and this band, he really stumped me on this because I remember hearing of them, and I probably would never have remembered them unless he brought them up. But this band called Cycle Sluts from Hell. Does anybody remember this band from the 80s? I remember the name. I never listened to them. And supposedly, they're a band that you have 4 chick singers, just like a band of dudes, and they all dress up kind of like what Motley Crue looks like in the Girls, Girls, Girls video. Like bikers, but 80s glam bikers. That's even something that even exists. But it obviously does, because that's what they look like. They look like 80s glam bikers, and so did Motley Crue. The 80s is a messed up time for me with music, because as much as I look at the 80s and go, ugh, yeah, that was a rough one, man, there was a lot of different stuff that came out in the 80s. And I'm sure when we all say the 80s, we all think about glam rock and all that stuff. But even some of that stuff was pretty darn good. And one thing about 80s rock bands is that every single band had a great guitar player in it. Like, you could not be an 80s rock band if you had a shitty guitar player in your band. You just couldn't do it. There was no way. Because everybody else had it, so you had to have it. And that's that. And a pretty singer. Pretty singers are a dime a dozen. But then you also had like bands like the Flock of Seagulls, and there was a lot of regular cool rock bands that were out around then too, you know? Like, especially like the late 80s. Let me bring up this band to you. Okay? And I won't keep it for too much longer because, you know, now I'm really starting to, you know, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but this is the great thing about these videos is I start talking about stuff and it just goes in one direction and I don't even know how it ends up there. But the band Tesla, they came out in the 80s. Were they a glam rock band? Would you consider Tesla an 80s rock glam band? Or even an 80s rock band? No. I don't think so. You listen to their movie, They are a dual guitar rock and hard rock band. That's what they were. That's what they were. And they really didn't even try to look pretty, although Frank Hannon did have some nice hair, didn't he? Hannon. Yeah, I always get his name messed up with Jeff Hanneman. But he had some nice curly blonde wig. He didn't have a wig, but he had some nice curly blonde hair, you know. But they were both of them were great guitar players. I can't even remember the last guy's name, the other guy's name, but they were a good rock band. I think people lumped them into that 80s glam scene, and unfairly so, I think. A couple of things here, and I'm going to do my shout out and everything. Is I see over in the DNL Plaza a new beer bar / beer store opening up called Nickel City Brews. I looked them up, and I guess supposedly what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to be selling all kinds of beers from all kinds of breweries, like far and wide. Like, because some of the stuff that's out there that's good, like, I'm sure they're not going to have Treehouse in there, but if anybody's a big beer fan / IPA fan knows about Treehouse, most of the time you're not getting that unless somebody you know is going to, I think they're in Vermont or whatever they're in, and happens to pick it up for you. But I'm sure they're not going to get it. But anyways, they're supposed to be getting some beers and stuff like that you know, people aren't going to have to really go too far to get, and blah, 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 blah. And hopefully they don't overprice, because some places do that. They said, I guess they'll be open and ready for business as soon as this whole shenanigans with the sickness ends. And we'll see. We'll see what happens when that happens. Big Ditch is opening up a new brewery on Transit Road, just past where the 90 overpass goes over Transit, right near Anchor Bar. Right on the other side of the bridge, there was an old Holiday Inn hotel on your left-hand side if you're heading towards Lockport. And they're turning that whole thing into a huge facility. They had it on the news, and they had it on their webpage and all that other stuff. You could look it up. But Big Ditch is opening up a huge joint over there, and I guess that's gonna like expand their brewing capabilities, like double it. So that's cool, because I love Big Ditch. I had Big Ditch for dinner yesterday because we went to the takeout, and it's good. So go. My shout outs. My first shout out. See that bracelet? It's handmade by Natural Love Creations. Yes. My friend Christina made it for me. And it's awesome. It's one of those bracelets that has the lava rocks on it, so you could put, like, if you're into this type of stuff, like essential oils and stuff like that, and holds it and it smells good. And like if you're stretching, it'd be a good scent. But it looks cool. It's lava rocks. It's got amethyst on there because that's my birthstone, and a couple other ones. I don't know what they are. Some blue stones and brown stones, but it's really cool. It is awesome. And you got to check her out and her stuff at Natural Love Creations, all one word, on Instagram. It's good stuff. And support local people, for real, because it's definitely worth it. Don't go to Walmart and buy this crap off their little spinny friggin' jewelry racks. It's all crap. Find somebody that's around you, that lives around you, and look them up, because 99% of the time you're going to find something that they make that you like, and buy it from them, because it's going to be way, 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 way better, much better quality than anything you can find in the store. But Natural Love Creations, and also check them out. They're quite her boyfriend Patrick. Boyfriend? Are they married? They could be. Yes, they're married. What am I saying? Sorry, guys. They have a Instagram page also, and a YouTube page called Mindful Wanderers Official. I hope I'm saying this right, but I think I am. Mindful Wanderers Official. I know that's on Instagram, and they have a link to their YouTube page. Dude, they travel all over the place. Right now, they're abiding by the social distance in the desert in California. That something, I can't remember. I'm butchering this. This is horrendous. Oh man, guys, you can yell at me all you want. But they're in the desert in California. How many people would pass up the chance to go, okay, you guys got a social distance, you take a camper and stuff and just go hang out in the desert for a while and just watch the most incredible sunrises and sunsets you'll ever probably see in your life? I'm down. I'll give it a shot. Why not? Yeah, so check them out. Mindful Wanderers Official, Natural Love Creations, and then, this is my shirt. It's backwards. Wolf Lake Restorations by Scott Odell. You might have saw him on the news. He does this really cool thing. He does a lot of restoring of church furniture indoors of churches, and it's unbelievable stuff, man. This guy's been doing it as long as I know him, and I've known him for quite some time. So check him out, Wolf Lake Creations. He's on Facebook and Instagram. I think on Instagram he might be That Furniture Guy, but I'm not sure. Scott, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I should be more prepared, but I'm definitely not. So Wolf Lake Creations, Natural Love Creations, or Wolf Lake Restorations, Wolf Lake Restorations, Natural Love Creations, Mindful Wanderers Official. Check it all out. That's the bracelet. And that's the episode. So have fun, everybody. I'll probably be doing these a million times in a row, and then you'll unsubscribe. But tell your friends. Tell them to subscribe. I don't care. Follow me on Instagram, too, at Creole Crocodile. And my YouTube page is In a Mile Crocodile. That's the name of the show, In a Mile Crocodile. And it is episode 70. Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Take care and be square.